Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are now joined by today's race winner of the STP 500, Kyle Busch, driver of the number 18 M&M's 75th anniversary Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. This is Kyle's 35th career win. He led 352 laps today, the most at Martinsville since Bobby Hamilton led 378 in 1998. So Kyle, congratulations. Tell us a little bit about your race out there today.
Yeah, it was a really good car, you know, obviously with practice and everything and learning some things about the car and the track yesterday. You know, we were able to have a really good piece, and we knew that, understood that, and then we were able to come out here today and put it all together and have a really good piece all throughout the race as well too, and leading as many laps as we did. That was really good for us. It was a confidence boost for me as well too, just being up front that much. You know, I've never really felt like I've had a car to be able to do that in years past, but Adam and the guys were able to give that to me this time around. So you know, pumped about you know, the things that I learned here this weekend, let alone the years past or years prior that I was able to learn, and of course my teammates that helped me out a lot here over the years. So to be able to finally put it all together, it's pretty cool, and take home not one but two Martinsville trophies, Martinsville clocks, is pretty awesome.
We are also joined by crew chief Adam Stevens. So Adam, congratulations to you. Just tell us a little bit about what this win means to you.
You know, this is a big win for myself, for Kyle, and this whole team. Hasn't been one of our strongest places, maybe for JGR, but not for myself and Kyle historically. So I think we made some good ground last year with David Reagan's help in the spring, and Kyle coming back in the fall. And I think his level of feedback really picked up as he really understood what he needed in his car, and that helped us as a team make better adjustments and continued through the race today. I think we just got him dialed in a little bit better than he's been able to in the past, because he really could identify what he was looking for.
We'll now open it up for questions. If you have a question, please raise your hand, state your name and affiliation. We'll get a microphone to you. We'll start down here in the front with Jeff.
Jeff Gluck from USA Today. Kyle, you now are the owner of two clocks. Is this going to mess with Samantha's interior design, first of all? And second of all, one of your goals is to win at every Cup and Xfinity track. And I think you've crossed off one Cup this year now and two Xfinity. So I think you need one more Xfinity and three more Cup. So your checklist is actually going pretty well this year so far. What do you think of how that's unfolded so far?
Yeah, first, you know, with having a trophy, that's a good problem to have. Anytime you get a cool trophy and want to find a cool place to put it, it's obviously a neat problem to have. So, you know, where they both go, I have no idea. It's pretty special to be able to score not only one but two here, especially on the Cup side with M&M's and everything with the 75th anniversary car here. It's pretty cool too, with the history that this place has and the history M&M's has. It's pretty neat. So, you know, where they're going to go, I don't know yet. Maybe one on the main floor, maybe one on the other floor. You know, that'd be pretty cool. I got to get them in sync, though, so they go off at the same time, so you're not hearing these weird noises throughout the house. But good problem to have. As far as being able to check off some more races, you know, I checked off the Truck Series win yesterday. I've never won here at Martinsville in the trucks. I think I've concluded being able to win at all the active tracks that I've made a start in the Truck Series. I believe that's right. And then I've got Watkins Glen left on the Xfinity side, and I've got I think three: Kansas, Pocono, and somewhere. Charlotte. Imagine that. So it's a pretty good problem to have. I mean, there's not very many left on the list, but we've certainly put some emphasis on that over the past few years and being able to try to do that. Last year was a big year for us, knocking off a couple of those as well. So I'm pumped when I'm able to do that. You know, I don't know that many guys have ever been able to accomplish being able to win at every single active track that they've made starts at, and you know, I look forward to trying to complete that feat.
Okay, we'll stay up front with Nate and then go to the back to Tucker.
Nate Ryan, NBC Sports. Kind of following up on that, Kyle, on that you just need Kansas, Charlotte, Pocono. Tony Stewart hasn't done it. Jimmy Johnson hasn't done it. Jeff Gordon, I don't think, did it.
He had one. He had Kentucky.
Yeah, didn't do Kentucky. So it's within striking distance for you. What's it going to mean if you get it? And I mean, I heard on your radio you had a little message for your haters after you won this. Is that what makes this a little extra special, that you're getting that close to that sort of immortality almost?
No, I wouldn't say that it's immortality or anything. You know, it's certainly really neat to just be able to show your diversity and being able to go out there and win at any single style of racetrack that there is. You know, that I think that just shows to talent and obviously too, you've got great people behind you. I wouldn't be able to be here if it wasn't for Adam or Toyota or Joe Gibbs Racing or even my sponsors with M&M. So this is a really good day for me, and to being able to accomplish this one's pretty cool. When we get down the checklist, we'll further on talk about that, but I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully whether it comes all this year or whether it takes a few more years to get it all, hopefully I can be here for a little while longer, and we can accomplish that.
Okay, Tucker and then Bob. Okay, we'll go straight to Bob.
Bob Hawkers, ESPN. Why haven't you won at Martinsville? You have done well at the other short tracks. What is it about this place that has seemed to stymie you?
I think the biggest thing about Martinsville is just the amount of off-throttle time that you have here is greater than the amount of time on throttle that you have here. So being able to put together, lift techniques and braking techniques and how to utilize the speed of the car without trying to go fast. You're trying to go fast, but you're trying to do it while slowing down. So that's probably one of the biggest things. I've never been very good at slowing down. So, I always probably try to overdrive this place a lot, and I feel like over the last few years I've definitely honed in on some things that help me and some techniques that help me, and obviously having great teammates like Denny Hamlin over the years, I've gotten a lot better. I mean, when I joined Joe Gibbs Racing, I was still hit or miss. I wasn't very good, but then once I was really able to lean on Denny a lot and learn from Denny a lot, that helped me. And then, of course, having Matt come on board and Carl last year, we all ran really well at Martinsville. So learning from all of those guys and being able to apply that here today and over the years has really helped me. I mean, I think we've finished in the top 5 here, seconds, thirds, fourths, fifths, whatever it's been here pretty regularly for the last 4 years or so. So it's been just a short time coming here to try to get a win.
Okay, next question.
Charles Rourke, Star News. I've watched you through the years, and it seems this year you seem more confident than ever. Is that a good observation?
Yeah, sure. You got to have confidence and belief in what you're doing and what your team's doing and who your team is. And I feel like we've got all that. Team's got really good charisma. Everybody rallies around Adam Stevens and myself, and Adam's a great boss and leader as well. And I feel like I've gotten better in my leadership skills over the years, and everybody just enjoys. I think they do, anyways, that they enjoy working with one another. So we've had some fun, and also I think just having good results and having adjustments go our way, and the cars continue to get better when you discuss things over the radio or even in practice. The cars always improve. That's just a huge confidence boost too that you have within your team, that they know what they're doing.
Okay, next question down the front.
Corey Hodges, Gaffney's Hot FM, WZZQ. Kyle, get a win here today, defending champion. You come back here in October, talk about how big this is in April. I know you take it one race at a time, but how big this is in April to already know we got to win, we were good here, come back here when it's in the chase.
Yeah, being 6-7 months away, whatever it is, there's going to be a lot of things that change in these race cars by the time we get back here. But anytime you're able to score a victory at a racetrack, it certainly just gives you that vote of confidence to be able to go back to that place and to run well again. So it's not to say that we could sweep both races here at Martinsville, but we'll certainly give it a shot when we come back in the fall. And this was one of the best race cars I've had here in a long, long time. Just being able to have the confidence in the car and the belief in the grip of the car that we had, that it really helped me be able to just run up front, and I could actually run up front and take care of my equipment all day long, and that really just sort of set the tone for the day.
Okay, we'll take a question in the back and then bring it back up to front to Bob.
Mike Neff from FrontStretch.com. Kyle, winning seems to be a theme here in the press conference today. I think 200 Cup wins, we all realize, is probably out of the question, but 100 certainly shouldn't be. If you look at the fact that David Pearson was 34 when he got to 35 wins, you're 31 and you're already there, and he ran more races than you had. Is it a realistic goal for you to try and achieve 100 wins in the Cup Series before you retire?
Man, I thought I'd get that question when I was like 75 or wherever the hell Jimmy's at. I mean, damn, y'all just asked Jimmy if he could make it to 100, I think, last week or 2 weeks ago. But we got a long ways ahead of us. Let's get to 50 first. How about that? Certainly I'd like to think that we can score 100 wins, but man, we better get to work. It's going to be 5 or 8 a year that we better get going on, and
we're going to have to start winning 2 a weekend. Can we do that?
I win 2 a weekend. That's a good problem to have. I got my overall total. We're talking about Cup here, bud.
So am I.
You want to race twice in a week in Cup? Yeah, that'll work too. Yeah, I mean, I'd certainly love to get that high. Hell, I'd love to have 200, but we know that's probably not going to happen. So with the competition level the way that it is today, man, I mean, it's hard to win a Cup Series race. It's hard to win a Cup Series championship, but we've done those things now 35 times and once. So, we'll continue to go on down our ways and see if we can't get more.
Okay, next question from Bob.
Bob Pockers, ESPN. Adam, do you know which tracks Kyle hasn't won at, and is that any sort of point of emphasis?
I have a vague understanding. I think he just went through them, so now I do. But I'm glad Michigan's not one of them. Can I say that?
Yeah, exactly. Kansas is, though.
Yeah, that's all right. We can get that one. But it's not something that we really have discussions about. We intend to win every time we unload, and we work our guts out to make that possible. And, our relationship and our work ethic together, we don't let little obstacles like that kind of get in our way. And we've been able to win at a lot of goofy places and, just continue to scratch them off the list as they come and win at a bunch of other ones in between now and then.
So it's not like he's more ornery or anything going into these tracks together.
No, the cool thing about Kyle is he's exactly the same no matter what. Just a couple weeks ago at Vegas, we were just terrible. I mean, we were going to finish 3 or 4 laps down based off of practice, and he had the biggest smile on his face the entire weekend. And he said, "Don't worry about it, pal. You always give me the good stuff for the race." And I'll be darned, but we did,
Yep.
So
about time.
But, he's just a pleasure to work with in that regard. It's very even-keeled.
Okay, we'll stay up front with Kenny, then Nate, and then back to Tucker.
Kenny Bruce with NASCAR.com. Adam, does having a win alter what you were planning for the next few races, or as we get on and get toward the summer?
I think it can. It's situational. You're certainly able to take an unusual amount of risk now that you have a win and you're in. So if there's a quirky pit strategy that maybe is a 10% chance of working out, but it's the only way that you're going to have a chance to win, you might take it, even if it risks a 15th place finish. But if you're trying to score points, you just can't do that. That was a lot of the situation we were in last year. We had to be a little bit more conservative because we really needed the points after we missed those 11 races. But now we're kind of freed up, and it's really going to open the playbook. And it won't be every weekend, but there'll be situations where we can do some pretty drastic stuff to try to get to victory lane.
Okay, Nate.
Kyle, I already saw your quote that you guys had something planned out where with 10 laps to go, as all bets are off in terms of the restarts with teammates on the front row. And I know it was 12 to go when that happened. And you said Matt would probably understand that. How does that play out, I guess, the next time here, or in the debrief on Tuesday? Does it get awkward at all, or does he just understand that if he was in your shoes, it probably would have been the same way?
You have to ask Matt. But, no, I mean, we've all got a really good working relationship. I think we all saw how good our relationship is at Daytona and the way we were all able to work together, 5 of us. It's hard to get 2 or 3 of us, let alone 5. So that was pretty special there at Daytona, and we were all planning the same things. We had discussions about it here today on what to do and how we were going to go about trying to do it and being able to let each other in and where we were at. And so it worked really well all day. I mean, we did it. Matt and I, we did it. I think Denny and Matt, they did it, and then I don't remember if Denny and I did it. I don't think we did. But regardless, they're coming down towards the end of the race. I mean, 10 to go, 11 to go, 12 to go. I mean, what's really the threshold? So, we all essentially told each other all bets are off with under 10 to go. And so I think there was a restart, with
11.
40 to go? What was the one we got tires?
Yeah, it was about that.
Yeah, and we helped each other on that one. So, I mean, I think we played it right. I think we did the right thing. There towards the end, it was time to go, crunch time, right? So, fortunately, with my restart, it gave me enough of a gap to get out, and I don't really know what happened behind me. I guess Allmendinger ended up getting by Matt because he finished second. But with those two racing each other a little bit side by side, it just kind of gave me the time that I needed in order to get a gap and get comfortable with what I had underneath me.
Okay, next question from Tucker.
Tucker White, SpeedwayMedia.com, back here. This is for both of you. Given that your teammate Denny Hamlin went out of the race due to engine troubles about halfway through the race, does that cross your mind thinking like, crap, if this happened to our teammate, could this happen to us next?
Well, I don't believe it was engine problems, but I think he kind of had a freak brake problem. But
results listed is it being out because of engine troubles.
I'm pretty sure that's not correct, though. I think he wheel hopped it and got into the fence. But
regardless, whether a teammate has issues any time or another, if it's an engine issue, then yeah, it does lend itself because we get the same parts and the same engines in all 5 of the Toyota TRD race cars. So that would be a level of concern. But here today, all was good.
Any additional questions for Kyle or Adam? Any questions from the press box? All right, gentlemen, thank you so much.
Okay.
Congratulations,
Thanks.
and have a great
Thank
week.
I think Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.